Hello friend, let's start to understand to achieving this type of requirement. So before that we will understand some of the basic thing about the React so that the beginner cannot face any issue. So if you will install the React in your system, so as you know that prerequisite for using the React is however if you are using through the CLI, uh, you need to install the node.js and in your system, and then you need to know some of the basic thing like html css javascript or es6 syntax, etc. As you already know, I hope that you should know these things. So after doing these things, after if you will install the React app, then you will get this type of folder structure or file structure. Now you can notice that package.json and package log.json two files are available. Let's talk about these things. So package.json is very important file to managing the dependency. If you will if you will install any dependency in your application, in your React application, then that particular thing will register here. So in the future, if you will push your code in the GitHub, like in the Git or any repository, in the Git repository, suppose, then what happened that you have written something to Git ignore that you are ignoring the node module. Why you are ignoring the node module to push on the repo? Reason behind is that this is very big file and you can install anytime. So why you will upload these things? That's why you can ignore. So that's why you have put it in the ignore file. Now as you know that here the version is here uh, is available, but you can notice that this is the sign, and somewhere you can also find this sign also, like this one. So all these signs are not exact version. It is a compatible version, it's not exact version. But in the future, if after 1 year, if you will install uh, all the dependency through npm install command, then at that time your application should not break. So that's why there are to resolving this type of issues, you have another file which is the package log.json. Again, package log.json have a other use case also, but this is the basic use case. That's why it is a package log.json. So the combining, the comparing the package log.json and the package json after 1 year or 2 year maybe, if you will run the npm install command, then same almost same version of the your dependency will be installed. Okay, so it means your application will not break. That's why this file is the package.json and package log.json. So basically in through this particular video, this is the basic stuff and briefly I am providing you the information. Okay, main part of this video is to understand this type of complex form. This is for the beginner. Now let's go to the src. What is the src? Src is a source file where everything, all the things is written, means your logic react application mainly is available here. And you can also notice one is the public folder. This folder, you can notice that index.html is available. Now, basically index.html is rendering and your whole application will render in this root app, means in this particular division. So this will be static. It means is suppose this is the, you can see this is the form, this is a React application. If you will view the source code, then this source code will look like in this way, as you can see. Why it is look like in this way? Because all other thing are appending, or you can see appending in the division. In this particular division it's got appended all your application, whole application is appending through the JavaScript, okay, through the React. So this is all about these things. Let's go to the in the source file you will find the index.js. This is very important file, and here you can notice that you are appending this app module this is the component, app component you are appending here. So this is the basic code, like from the React DOM you have imported, and through the render method you are rendering this thing. So this is like this one. If you will, this is taking two parameter. One is the, you know, the component, which component you want to append, and another one is the ID selector. This is a selector basically. Okay, if you instead of writing the id, selecting the id, you can also select through the class, no issue on that. Okay, so this is a just a basic thing that I hope that you know, that document.getElement by id, through this selector they have selected this division. So they have selected the division and they are rendering, they are appending something. It means whole application is get rendered in this particular, you know, this division. But here is the no script tag is also written. You need to enable javascript to run this app. Why it is, you also need to understand, because some of the browser does not support javascript. Okay, some of the old browser, or maybe for the security reason, or you can also turn off the javascript. For this you can also turn off the javascript. So if you will turn off the JavaScript, then this no script will run. No script, it will suggest that you need to enable the JavaScript to run the app. So maybe through the any of the, you know, browser, some of the browser is also not supporting this type of JavaScript and complex code. So that then in that particular case this message will appear. Otherwise your application will work. So this is the basic funda. Now let's go to the index.js for more information. And this is the service worker. I will talk about the service worker later on. As you can see that if you will go in the application like a local storage, service worker application, service worker is also available. And you know, here everything will be available. So I will talk about these things later on. This is a separate thing, and the main our funda is to understand this type of form. So if you will comment, and if you guys will ask, then we'll make, because generally in my channel one or two view I am getting. So if you guys are not watching the video, then what the purpose of making, and you know, this type of video, means on the service worker, because I need to prepare the demo and lots of time investment required. Okay, so now let's go to the app. You can also notice here that index.css is imported, because this is the better place to import or css, because if you import here, then this will available in your whole application. Okay, in a whole application this will be available. So this is the very good thing. And you can also include here in the index.html, you can also include a displays. This will also available in the whole application, whole React application. Okay, otherwise you have also a good place to do in an app. This is the app component. Go in the app.js, and this is the basically a functional component. And you can notice here that some of the css is imported here. Bootstrap is also get imported. So as you can see, Bootstrap is imported, and the JS file is imported here to work a Bootstrap. However, you can write your own CSS, but because this is the work of the designer know everything about the CSS. They are managing all this stuff. That's why I have used here the Bootstrap. So Bootstrap have a pre-built some of the classes you will get. That's why I use. However, you can include your own CSS file also. Okay, so this is the JS file, and if you will go in the index.css, then you can look at some of the code. Maybe the Bootstrap CSS file is imported in this particular CSS. Okay, and some of the component we have used in this particular component. So this is a sidebar, and in the sidebar, which is you are looking here in this case, this one is a sidebar, and this one is the header where the admin name is appearing. This one is a header, and this one is a sidebar. Okay, So that's why it's all about. But within this sidebar you can notice some of the route are written there. It means the now the component will open in this particular sidebar as a content. Okay, so this will means I will talk about these things later on, but for now you understand the flow. Now you come at this place, and slowly I will talk about the sidebar and header, and then move to the this routing part, because routing part is very important and you have to know. So I will talk about in the next video, because I'm not want to make this video more longer, so that you will not get, if you don't have a patient and you will leave, then it will be very difficult. So that's why I have provided the link in the description of the playlist. You can watch the playlist for the more detail, and you will learn a lot about, if you will listen this story. This is the beautiful story on the React I am telling you, and the routing stuff and the sidebar and the header I will talk about in the next video. So thank you for watching. If you have any doubt, then you can contact me. If you need a code, this code, particular code, then you have to join the WhatsApp, direct on WhatsApp, and you can ask me the code. I will provide you this type of code, so that you can practice and you can understand in a more better. So now stopping it.